Hello guys, it is day 1 of Booktubeathon and I just wanted to check in and let you know what I'm reading. If you have seen my TBR, you'll know that the coin toss winner was Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine. Now I have been a little bit sneaky and I started this a couple of days ago, but I barely got into it. How far in am I now? I am about, 75 pages in, so really not that far in, but I'm loving it. I had no idea that I would be so dragged into the storyline already. I don't know really what to make of Eleanor so far. She's not someone that I would really want to spend my time with. And yet, there are certain things that she says where I'm like, I actually feel the same way. So it's very strange to me. I'm really enjoying it so much. And I also find it fascinating that there's a bit of a mystery about her life and her childhood in particular that we're getting little hints at that something major happened there, but we don't know what it is. And I am personally loving that. I think that's such a clever idea on Gail Honeyman's part. So I'm really enjoying that. I am also listening on audiobook too. I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings by Maya Angelou, and she narrates it herself, and I mean, she's brilliant. She's brilliant. I would be shocked if that's not 5 stars. I would be shocked if Eleanor wasn't 5 stars too, because it's that good. But I will keep you up to date with how it's going. Day 1. I really feel like I probably chose too many books for my TBR. Like, I really doubt that I'm going to get to all of it. But I do really want to make a big dent in this today. Now tonight, it's Monday night, which means it's the Bachelorette night, and it's the Men Tell All, so I am not going to be reading this tonight. Like, I'm going to read a little bit of it right now, actually. I'm home for lunch, so I'll read a little bit of it now, but I will check in with you guys soon. So, I have been the worst YouTuber, vlogger for a while now. I didn't report back yesterday. I haven't been reading a lot. I don't know what is going on with me. It is Thursday, and I'm still reading Eleanor Oliphant. It's Completely Fine, but I'm loving it. Maybe that's why, is that I want to just take my time with it. I will be finished it tonight, I think, because I am 235 pages in, and there's only like 320 pages or something like that. So I should be able to finish this tonight. I'm loving this book. Eleanor is a character unlike any other that I've ever read, and I don't know, she like drives me crazy sometimes, and then at other times I'm like, oh wow, I really relate to that. And I'm also feeling really protective about her. What I love about this book and the way that Gail Honeyman wrote this book is that you know that Eleanor has a lot of boundaries in her life. She keeps people at a distance, and she also keeps the reader at a distance. So she'll share with you her innermost thoughts about how daily things happen, how people catch the bus or whatever it is. So she'll share that kind of thing with you, and that's totally fine. But she doesn't share her history, and her history has a lot of sadness in it. And we're slowly but surely unraveling Eleanor, and I am kind of nervous about what we're going to find. But you can sort of start to guess what she's gone through, and it's just really hard, but I'm really loving that. So enjoying Eleanor for sure. I also wanted to let you know about a couple of books that I received. One I received from a publisher and one I found at a library. You just can't help it. So first, maybe I'll show you the book that a publisher sent to me. This is from Simon & Schuster, Canada, and it is Kate Morton's The Clockmaker's Daughter. This is coming out on October 9th, so we've got a little ways to go before this is out to the public, but my God, this is beautiful. And the spine, like, what in the world? This is stunning. And this is an advanced reader copy. And there's like gold on here. It's just one of the most beautiful books I own now. And Kate Morton is really fun because she writes mystery books that also are historical fiction. It's just this beautiful blend of the two. And so in this book, we're following a group of artists who I think they rent or they go to stay at this summer house, this big, beautiful house for summer. And by the end of it, one of the women in this group is dead, another is missing, and I don't know if they ever find out what happened to those people. And I think you slowly but surely unravel that here. She goes back and forward in time, and I'm so excited about this. It's so beautiful, and I just know I'm going to love it. I'm really hoping I will, as long as she doesn't talk about infertility. I'm really hoping that's not in here. I'm pretty sure it's not. So I usually love her books. It was just The Forgotten Garden, that I did not get on with. The other book is a book that I picked up yesterday at a library sale. Ooh, it's a little bit beat up there. Okay, it is H is for Hawk by Helen MacDonald. I think it's nonfiction, and it's about grief and her way of climbing back into the world after grief. Let me know in the comments below if you've read this. I feel like this is a very popular book, so I picked it up for that, but I don't know much more about it than that. So let me know if it's really good or what you think. Anyway, so I wanted to share those with you. They'll also be in a haul at a later time, but I wanted to show you in advance. Fingers crossed that I finish Eleanor today. I will do it. I'm off to work now though. So have a good day, all. I'll talk to you in a little bit. Good morning, everybody. It is, well, very early on Friday morning. Look, there's little Libby. She's chilling. Libby woke me up at 5:30 this morning because she needed to pee. And she's on this heart medication that causes her to pee more regularly. We're going for a heart ultrasound on Tuesday to see what's going on. She's on heart medication already, so that, you know, she's okay. But oh my God. So yes, it's 5:30 a.m. On Friday morning. I am usually someone who goes to bed relatively early. Like, I'll go to bed at 9 and then read for a while. Like, I'll read until 10 or 10:30. I just really like doing that. Well, last night I got into bed, and you know when you like just get sucked into YouTube? Like, I discovered this channel called Michelle B, and she's like this person who organizes stuff, and she's all about like improving your life and being more productive and all of these things. And so for the last few days I've been quite obsessed, and I have been organizing the crap out of my life, which has felt really good. By the way, excuse if it's a little bit like grainy. I'm really sorry about that. I've tried to turn on as many lights as humanly possible to stop that from happening, but my camera or my iPhone is not, I don't know, it's not acting accordingly. So I apologize for the quality of this video at the moment, but yeah, so I've been like really into organizing everything. So I like hopped down that bandwagon again last night and started watching more of her videos. Oh, and then I realized, oh, I haven't been very productive when it comes to Booktubeathon because I was still reading. Eleanor Oliphant is completely fine. I was still reading it, and so I thought, oh, I'll just read a little bit more and then I'll finish it on Friday morning. Well, guess what happened? I stayed up till I actually don't know what time to finish reading Eleanor Oliphant is completely fine because I was hooked. Like there was no way I was going to bed before finishing this book. And honestly, I'm glad I did, even though I've woken up at 5:30 in the morning and I'm not someone who can go back to bed. So this is Friday. This is Friday for me. Luckily, Barry and I both took the day off, and my work gave us a half day, so it worked out great. I was totally fine with taking a vacation day, but yeah, just a half day, which is wonderful. So I can nap if I want to today, although there's construction all around me, so probably won't, but you know what I mean. Like, I can take it slow but sure. And truthfully, this was worth all of that. Uh, 5 stars. Oh, easily. Like, at this point, I'm like, this is up there for a contender for my favorite book of the year because it was beautiful and sad and joyful and just all of the things. I think Gail Honeyman writes characters in a way that just I've never read anything like this before. I've never read anyone like Eleanor. I really haven't. And she was just the most lovely onion to peel. And I loved like all of the side characters in here were wonderful as well. Now, I woke up this morning and one of my first thoughts was, I loved this book so much. I don't understand the cover of my edition. Now, all of these editions seem very, very different. But this edition, I can truthfully tell you, I have no idea why there's a flamingo on here and why there's some sort of cat. I don't even know what kind of cat that is. Or why is there a lizard or a zebra or what is that? Is that that thing? Is that an alpaca? What is that? And a rabbit? I actually have no concept. And before I start getting mad at my copy and like the art person, the person who designed this, can someone who has read Eleanor Oliphant is completely fine, which probably means all of you because I know I was the last person on earth. Can someone tell me, sorry, can someone tell me, did I miss something and all of these animals are relevant to the book? Because usually that's kind of what you're supposed to do when you are designing a book, is make it relevant. And I think it could have been easily done with this book. I could think of quite a few things that you could put on the cover than flamingos. Right, Libby? She's dazed. So, now that I have finished, Eleanor Oliphant is completely fine. Well, first of all, I'm sad. I am truthfully sad. I'm a bit worried about picking up anything else after that because I feel like everything else is going to be less exciting. And that's why I'm a bit nervous about picking up Tin Man. Should I read another book in between? Should I read like The Woman in Black or My Cousin Rachel instead of this? I'm not sure. And then read this after. Oh, I don't know, because this is another kind of contemporary that deep dives into characters. I don't know what I'm going to do. The only thing is today is meant to be like a beautiful sunny day. So The Woman in Black is out because I really want to wait until it's like stormy outside for that. And then My Cousin Rachel is large. And so I was hoping to get more accomplished during Booktubeathon. I'm going to start Tin Man and see what I think. Good morning. I'm realizing it looks like I haven't moved all day, but I have. I've been very busy not reading. Does anyone else have... Okay, I'm in like organizational cleaning mode. I have no idea where this is coming from. I do like a clean house and an organized house, but I'm on like next level. I'm starting to stress myself out because I want it to be so like lovely everywhere. Which is not lovely. So, this morning, like the whole morning, I spent hours running around trying to find products that will take away when you have glasses and they're slightly cloudy. I have used everything now and nothing works. I'm going out in a little while to get citric acid and hope that adding that to my dishwasher will start to work because it's driving me absolutely crazy. I've been cleaning and organizing, and yeah, I organized Libby's little section and I feel good, but I also feel like I have so many things to do. And yeah, so Tin Man, I decided not to pick up Tin Man right just yet, just because I feel like it's a slightly too similar to Eleanor. Oliphant is completely fine. It's contemporary, I believe, and it's like a more of a bit of a character study. And I think I need like a bit of a shift. So naturally, I'm picking up My Cousin Rachel. I think I just need to realize that I'm not going to be reading as much for this readathon because I'm choosing books that are larger, like 350 pages. This one's probably like 400 pages. But I'm just going to reach for what I want to read instead of trying to get like a quantity, quality over quantity. So that is my plan. I'm going to hunker down and like sit with this. I need to like rest. I think I need to rest. I didn't sleep well last night, and I'm just feeling really stressed out, and So this is happening now. I'm going to maybe put on some nice music. Yeah, classical music. My Cousin Rachel. I'll report back. I realized that I have completely forgotten to let you know how I'm doing with my audiobooks. Now, my audiobooks that I chose had nothing to do with my Booktubeathon TBR. I didn't really factor that in, and I don't know why I did that. But I finished listening to I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings by Maya Angelou, and it was wonderful. Now, I had listened to part of the audiobook of Year of Wonders by Geraldine Brooks. Geraldine Brooks narrated that herself, and it was the worst audiobook I had ever listened to. I got halfway done, and I literally couldn't. It was like it was cringeworthy, is what it was. I know that's a very harsh thing to say, but it's exactly how I felt. And so I stopped, and I was like, I need a really good audiobook. And so Maya came to the rescue. Maya Angelou narrated it herself, and it was wonderful. I was just so grateful to be listening to her wisdom, and I really enjoyed it. It is about her life. It's a memoir of her experience living in the South, and then also in San Francisco with her mother. So she kind of bounces back and forth in her childhood between San Francisco and also the South, where she lived with her grandmother. And it was wonderful, and really, some of it was really heartwarming. Some of it was brutal. She had a very difficult childhood. She was sexually assaulted and sexually abused as a child, and that was very difficult to listen to. But Maya is just, she was just so full of wisdom, and I really enjoyed that. I think I ended up giving that 4 stars only because as the book went on, I felt like it dropped its speed, and like the first portion of the book was so good, and it just lost a little bit of its magic towards the end. And so because of that, I gave it 4 stars. But my goodness, I automatically requested Mom and Me and Mom, also by Maya Angelou, also narrated by her, because she's just the ultimate orator. Orator? Is that a word? I think so. Anyway, so after that was finished, I also requested Our Kind of Cruelty by Araminta Hall, which is a thriller about a stalker. Now, I'm still listening to that. I have to say, the first portion of it, I think I'm halfway through now, or just over halfway through. I'm on part 5 of 8 parts. And it's about a stalker, and you read it from his perspective, so a lot like You by Carolyn Kepnes. Now, where I am now, it feels like I actually thought the book was over. Like, where we are in the storyline, I thought that was the conclusion, and I was like, oh, it was okay, but nothing crazy. And then I realized, oh my gosh, I'm only on part 5 of 8. And so I'm really hoping it takes this turn, because so far it's very much a straightforward story about a stalker from that person's perspective. And it's not. It hasn't been blowing me away. It's been fine, but just fine. Now, one of the things that this stalker does is, I should give a little context about this stalker. So this stalker is stalking his ex-girlfriend. Now, he and his ex-girlfriend used to do this thing called the Crave. It was this game that they played. They would go out to a bar. She would start flirting with a guy. And as soon as she played with this necklace, where she had a little eagle on the necklace, she would play with that. And then this guy, her boyfriend at the time, would come in and be like, what are you doing with this? What are you doing with my girlfriend? And then they would go somewhere and have sex. It's basically what they would do. Now, I didn't really I haven't been enjoying how frequently the word crave would come up. He would talk about the Crave the game and how he craved her. And it's just, that's driving me a little bit insane. But I'm holding out hope, because it is taking a bit of a turn. I'm really hoping that we're going to start learning about the aspect of this girl who's being stalked. Her name is Verity. And I really want to get into that. So I'll let you know. I don't know if I'll finish that before the end of Booktubeathon, which is tomorrow. I'm only like 20 pages into My Cousin Rachel, which is the book that I'm physically reading. I won't finish that tomorrow either. It's been kind of not as much of a riveting Booktubeathon because my mind has been elsewhere. I've been cleaning like crazy. I think I've mentioned that several times here, so I won't go on and on, but I've been cleaning like crazy. I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I've been cleaning because you'll understand why I'm not committing as much to Booktubeathon. Oh, I feel a bit guilty, but honestly, it feels so nice to have little pieces of my home organized and clean, and I'm just really on a high from that. So, sorry, not sorry, I guess, for myself. One of the spots that I've been cleaning and organizing is in my pantry. I'm obsessed with Lazy Susans. These are, I'm learning everything. $4 at the dollar store. I've also been obsessed with cleaning out Libby's area. So we've got at the very top, we've got all of her grooming stuff, and then all of her medication, which is turning out to be a lot with all of her heart stuff. Just some stuff to go outside, and then down here we've got her food, all of her food. That's down there. I finally sorted out the large utensil drawer. This was just a mishmash, and I figured out by just tucking away my garlic masher, or whatever you call it, and like stuff like an ice cream scoop, I had so much more room, and it's just so much better. I also tidied under the kitchen sink, which feels so good. I've got all of my garbage bags and my duster stuff over here. Here's where all of the dish stuff is, and then cleaner stuff that I use frequently is up here, and then under there it's just cleaner stuff that we don't reach for a lot, like granite sealer or marble sealer, as we don't have granite. So that's felt good. And then over here we've got like my front hall area. So we've got my keys all organized in here, just some glasses. My sunglasses are here, my keys, Barry's keys. He likes to bring just one set of keys. It's very strange, but I'm fine with that. And then I organized Libby's stuff really well. I'm so happy, and we've donated a bunch of Libby's stuff. So this is all to go to like an SPCA or something like that, so that other puppy dogs can enjoy toys and stuff that will help them out. So this feels amazing. And then down here I didn't have much to do. It's just my mittens and hats, the Barry's mittens and hats. And then over here I have learned that just little things like little baskets at the top here have made like a world of difference in my life. Just the dollar store. I just went crazy at the dollar store. And like some of them have stuff like just stuff for mops, for mopping, and then another one has just stuff that I kind of filter out every single month. And then I just threw in all of my coats and stuff. I gave it a really good scrub. Here are the shoes. And then over here, I've learned the beauty of command hooks. So this is where my little mop is. I've got another command hook over there, but it's probably hidden. So anyway, I feel really good. So yeah, that is why I've not been reading. I've been obsessed with cleaning, and it feels really good. It feels really, really good. So tomorrow is the last day of Booktubeathon. I'm going to continue cleaning like crazy, and if I can do a little bit of reading, then that's great. But you can probably see it back here. I'm watching And Then There Were None. I'm watching it. It's so good. I'm really enjoying it. I'm only like 20 minutes in, but it's been really good so far. Yeah, I'll let you know how more of my reading goes if I read. Hey guys, so it's Sunday, the last day of Booktubeathon. I'm really not making a lot of headway with my reading. I'm still just at the start of My Cousin Rachel. I was able to get Tin Man on audiobook, and so I think I might read it that way. But first I need to finish Our Kind of Cruelty on audiobook. But yeah, I think I'm going to sign off my vlog here. Just not feeling overly bookish today, and I'm not going to force it. This is definitely like not like last year. Last year's Booktubeathon, I was on point. I was reading all of the things. I picked very, very short books, like 200 pages and less. And I don't know, I'm in this weird PMS. Honestly, it's PMS, if I'm being honest. It really is. Just not feeling myself at all. Restless and unhappy and not like reading. So there we go. It's a bit of a wah-wah ending, but that's life. So welcome to it, and welcome to mine. I hope that you guys read something good this past week. Let me know in the comments below if you read anything that blew you away that you really, really enjoyed. And I hope that you have a good week.